It's a killer.
I actually thought it was worse the way we shot the match. I'll tell you, we worked that match like 7 times from start to finish, and the really bad part was there was about a 20-minute break in between each time we do it, a 10 to 20 minutes, and that's terrible. That is like.
Yeah, because then you start to swell up, and
you got enough time to cool down. But at our age, we're swelling up, and then you're doing it again, and then again and again.
I've been in bare knuckle fights where I lost that was less painful.
That's hilarious.
It was something.
Hey, Dougie, a few more questions, mate.
Yeah. So I must ask you guys, are you really brothers, or is that just a name?
Only in spirit.
That's right, only in spirit. No,
he's
but you know what?
Greek and I'm a Dago. Other than that, no.
But the fact that people sometimes get confused makes us feel good because I think we're doing our job that much better. So
absolutely,
good way to look at it. I see that Abbott and Costello post.
I got all my Halloween posters up for Halloween season. They're all up. It's got the classics out for the kids.
Is that a little movie theater you're in, Mike?
Yeah, I have. I'm blessed. I have a little movie theater in my home where this is my office where I'll write the scripts and stuff like that. And
that's cool, man.
Tons of horror films, and yeah, I got a lot. We moved here several years ago and got really lucky. So it says to me, I grew up in a little, apartment in Chicago. So for me, this is a palace. Like I'm just, it's a dream. So
that's awesome. I don't know if you guys know, but Doug's written how many books, Doug? 8 or 9?
I'm just about to publish my 9th book.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
That's awesome, man. That's great. People, that's an amazing. One book is an amazing accomplishment.
I don't think I could write a book. The scripts are a lot easier than books. I think.
We could write a book. It wouldn't be any good, but we.
That's what I mean. Yeah, anything that anybody would want to read. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, I think that two of his books were bestsellers on autism. On Amazon, one reached the 10th. No, was it the 5th bestseller on Amazon, Doug?
The 5th.
Fantastic.
Doug, that is amazing. Really, that is really amazing. I'm inspired now. Really, yeah. I'm inspired. I always say this. People will always, and it's always funny, people will always say to you, oh, you can't do this. You'll never do this. You can't do this. Man, there's nothing you can't achieve with a strong will and belief in yourself and hard work and surrounding yourself with people that believe in you. You could do anything, whether you're old, young, on the spectrum, not up there. Your accomplishment's particularly awesome because of your, so-called condition. I don't know what to call it. I don't want to insult you, but the fact that you have autism, it's amazing that you're able to do that. I can barely, 100%. I can't even do one thing at a time and make it good. That's awesome.
Yeah. And you know what? Just so you know, you can use the term Asperger's. It doesn't offend me because I'm not defined by it. I'm not defined by it at all.
Good for you.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I actually embrace it. It's who I am. And this is something that I've said recently as well. If they ever come up with a cure for autism or a cure for Asperger's, I'm not going to take it.
For you, man. Good for you. That's cool. That's absolutely awesome. I can't even tell you how inspired I am right now. That's so awesome. That blows away anything we could do. That's just so amazing. But you're right. Why? That's who you are. Embrace it. My wife calls me an all the time. I embrace it.
I've said the same thing. True. I've said the same thing about my son. My son is he's 18 years old. Like I said, he's on the spectrum. And at this point in his life, like for him, I wish there was something that could be done better, but to me, that's who he is. Right. And I couldn't imagine him being something different.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that. I think as a dad, I would want more, just for him. Right. But as far as a person and a personality and being my son, I would never want him to be different. I love him so much, and he's so great just the way he is.
And the thing, Chris, what you said, Doug's always available for. I know we're probably getting off the wrestling thing, but it doesn't matter. It's important.
I like talking about this.
Yeah, and Doug's always there as a support. But we've had a few people on with kids with autism, and actually, Doug will share with you later we have a platform I created from doing a self-expression leadership program in Landmark, and it's a platform for people with disabilities, which we call abilities, where they can share their breakthroughs, their creative arts, their sporting abilities. So, we'll share that with you, and and
That's
if,
awesome.
someone wants to connect with Doug, Doug's a great mentor and inspiration.
My son, interestingly, has the national record. And if you would consider the Special Olympics or whatever, in the high jump, and because there's never been a high jumper before in the history of the Special Olympics or anything like that, he's the first one ever.
And we're big supporters of Special Olympics, by the way. Both
and he, it's funny is he was a mainstream high jumper through his high school career.
Wow!
So it's kind of by virtue of default, right? But the point is that I think there's a lot of accomplishments out there that have just never been tried.
Yeah,
by different
that's
guys.
awesome. Well, we'd love him to get on our Spark channel. Doug will send you the link. I'll send it to you. Have a look at it. He can have a look at it. And it's so simple. He can just share who he is and what he's done, because that's what that platform is all about.
Yeah.
He likes to quote the Manson Brothers movie too a lot. So that's
God bless his little heart.
Let me just tell you guys, now that you brought that up, sometimes when I'm kind of giving guidance to some friends of mine on the autism spectrum, every now and then, but not all the time, I'll incorporate some movie quotes into what I do.
There you go.
Well, we would love it if you would incorporate ours.
Please, something.
Yeah, he will.
That'd be great.
Anti-bullying. We have the Manson Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that won't work.
Hey, we're very anti-bullied. I was bullied as a kid all the way up through high school. So I get it. That's how I got into martial arts, and wanted to turn myself into a monster so I could be a bully smasher. And that was what my life.
I totally agree. And I was the exact same way in grade school. I got bullied up until the time I was probably in 7th or 8th grade until I stopped putting up with it, and then I took it from there. So
you bounce a couple of people's heads off the concrete. They don't do that.
Right.
Well, hey, that's where we got an anti-bullying platform that Doug and myself run, and Jerry Trimble, as you mentioned, Mike, you know him.
Yeah,
well,
I don't know
that's
personally,
why Jerry started martial arts, because of his bullying at school, and he ended up becoming I think 2 times international champion in kickboxing.
Yeah, he was awesome. I remember watching him fight, and he was great. My background's in judo and Kyokushin style karate. Shidokan, which is basically the same thing as bare knuckle karate, and then American jiu-jitsu. So for me, it was all about self-defense. I fought some, but I used to watch a lot of fighting too, and pick up things left and right. And Jerry Trimble always amazed me, man. The stuff that guy.
I think he had the fastest roundhouse kick or back kick at the time.
If he wasn't, he was in the top 3. It wasn't the fastest. And he's a good actor too. And I remember seeing him in Heat, and I didn't know he was in there. And I'm like, hey, that's Jerry Trimble. My friends are like, who? I'm like, Jerry Trimble. He's a karate champion. You guys are awesome. I really admire that guy.
Both of you guys on board, because we're going to do another anti-bullying one, and Jerry comes on because he's up in Canada now, and he does works with the East End Boys Club and mentors a lot of young kids. So we'd love to get you on with Jerry.
I'd love to.
Awesome. Anything we can help with.
You know what, Andy? I have to apologize. I have to sign off. There's a repairman here to fix my electrical system, and I can hear him. He's just here upstairs, and I'm the only one home. So,
absolutely, mate. And look, we're going to do
so much, guys.
We're going to do this again, and we'll keep talking to Chris for a little bit, but absolutely get you on the anti-bullying, both of you.
Doug, thank you so much, and Andy, I'm in 100%. Let's stay in touch. I'm going to get your information from Chris.
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
All right, brother. Take it easy, guys.
Hey, no talking about him, Chris, when he's gone. Oh, he's still there. Hang on, wait a minute. Yeah, that's awesome, Chris. So, this is why we love doing this, because we get to know everybody and find out what else they're passionate about.
Sure. And, there's a lot. I think you find out a lot of commonalities too. And how everybody can support one another. So,
no, absolutely, mate. And like you're talking about law of attraction, like. you know, I could have had an apartment anywhere in LA, but the fact that I'm here and meet Jay, and then Jay this, and then this, and
Right,
all,
right by Jay Lund.
yeah, it's fantastic, and he'll be really, really chuffed that, you know, we talked a lot about him because he deserves it, man. He's a great actor.
Oh my God. Listen, man, like I said, I've got so much respect for that guy, and he's such a great, you know, I mean, forget about the great actor and the great all the other stuff. He's just a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
I'm a better man for having met him and getting to hang out with him, and he's just really really.
No, he's awesome, mate. And we'll try and grab some little snippets of the movie, and Doug will put them up here, and then
awesome.
We definitely want to chat with you guys again and a little bit more about your career, you know, in wrestling, how it started and all that when you both can.
Yeah, we're going to be, so we're pretty open. I mean, we've got some other podcasts and stuff to do up until the week of Halloween. We're actually we're doing a NASCAR event. Our logo is going to be on the hood of a NASCAR. So this is pretty cool. You guys will dig this. We're going to be on the hood of a car that's in the first ever all-female NASCAR race.
Oh, wow.
On October 30th. And I'll be in the pits for it in Martinsville, Virginia. And then we're doing a film festival shortly after, but we're pretty open up until
Oh, well. Hey, Chris, I got to let Doug now share something with you.
Yeah.
What his main interest is, Doug?
Auto racing.
Oh, man, Doug, dude. So check out, the girl's name is Natalie Decker.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. And not only that, go onto YouTube and go onto my Facebook, where you'll see my picture of me with the one and only Roger Penske.
Ah, there you go. All right. So, yeah, you're a big
Doug
fan,
does a lot of interviews with NASCAR. Before I met him, that was his passion, and he still does it. He interviews NASCAR drivers. It's his big passion. So this is what I love about this, mate. Like, you just said that, and it's straight into Doug's world of NASCAR. So this is so perfect. So perfect.
Well, Doug, what I'll try to do, if I can, we're doing a photo shoot with Natalie on the 27th, and I'll try to corner her for a quick little video to send to you for your show. So we'll see what we can do. All right.
Hey, Doug, are you excited or?
I am about to faint.
All right. Good. Well, I want you to faint, but I'm glad you're happy.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Law of attraction working again.
So let's get something else set up. Andy, why don't you reach out to me in the next couple, before we leave on the 20. Actually, the shoot's on the 28th. I leave on the 27th. Hit me up, sometime before that. Let's hop back on.
Okay.
Actually, let's try to do it that week, maybe leading up to the NASCAR thing. Yeah. Because there should be more information about it, and then we can talk more about wrestling and all that.
Oh, that'd be awesome. And just for other viewers' interests, like, it's great you're talking about NASCAR because Doug's interest, but he also interviewed Angela Savage. Doug?
Angela Savage, the daughter of Swede Savage, who this Indy 500.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he met her. He went and met her a few weeks ago, and we did a big interview with, her journey of, it's an incredible story that you got to have a look at how she was born with post-traumatic stress because when that accident happened to her dad, she was in her mum's womb, and that created a stress for her that they never realized till 20 years later, mate, the addiction she had, the depression she had, and from what her mother experienced in that moment, so incredible story.
That's crazy. Huh.
Yeah, lovely lady. Lovely.
Doug, are you in Los Angeles too, Doug?
No, I'm in Phoenix, but I'm within driving distance of LA if you and Andy want to meet up with me sometime.
One of these days when I'm in Phoenix, I'll let you know. I actually get there not often, but I would certainly do that for sure.
Well, look, thanks, Chris, again for making this possible. It's actually turned into a really cool interview with the other connection you guys are doing. It's fantastic. So
yeah, absolutely. And again, anything else we can do any other time, let's get back and do it. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Hey, can you just share where the movie is sort of showing currently on where it's streaming?
Yeah, absolutely. Right now we're basically on all of the the streamings, which is Amazon, iTunes, Vudu, anything like that, and then on any of the cable locations for VOD or pay-per-view. So Cox, Infinity, Spectrum, also on DirecTV. We had that theatrical release, Andy, that you were at. That only lasted for a week. That was 14 different cities.
Wow.
But we're not in theaters at the moment. So VOD and streaming anywhere you can rent or buy movies, basically. Redbox, YouTube has it, Google Play, all that kind of stuff. So
okay, awesome. Well, Doug will put all those dates and everything on here for everybody.
Yeah, and hit us on the socials. Hit us up. I'm at C Margettis. Mike is at Real Mike Carey. We've got at Manson Brothers the movie. We've got a Facebook page. We've got all that fun stuff. So,
awesome.
Just write those down very quick.
And we're so small that we respond to everything. So shoot us a message.
Well, I'll get you to send them into my messenger, and I'll give you my phone number as well.
We'll do. And you can also get us at mansonbrothers.com, where we not only kind of keep everything updated as far as what we're doing. There's T-shirts and coffee mugs and posters and all that fun stuff. So yeah.
Oh, awesome, mate. That's great. Thanks. Doug will sort all that out.
I'll sort it out afterwards. Can you reach out to me via Instagram, or I can find you at all?
Yeah, for sure. Either one. Mine's at C as in cat Margettis.
How do you spell that?
MARGETTIS.
Okay. What's the first part again? Sorry.
Hey, Doug, I'll send it to you. I've got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Yeah, shoot it. Hey, Andy, you got my stuff. Shoot it over to me and then reach out to me, Doug. We'll connect.
Awesome. Well, okay, mate. Really, thanks. This was awesome. Really good.
Guys,
really
thank you so much, man. Super cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it again.
I know. And we will. Don't worry. We'll set it up, and Doug will set up maybe the one before the NASCAR, and we'll set up an anti-bullying one way after that when you get back,
That would be awesome. And Doug, I'm going to work on that video for you, buddy, okay, for Natalie.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll get you, and I'll definitely get photos of the car and all that stuff with the Manson Brothers stuff on it. So.
Oh wow, that's cool, man.
Cool.
That's so good,
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah, so cool.
All right.
Well, thanks, guys, for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, mate. Thanks, Doug. Take us
Yeah,
out,
very
buddy.
much. Thanks, Doug. It was great meeting you.
Good
Andy,
meeting
be good.
you. So
hey.
everyone, I want to thank you all for appearing on the channel, and we'll see you next time for the next episode of Tales from the Mat.